Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is very exciting because this is a bonus video. I've had a lot of time recently and so I've been doing a lot of scrapbooking and creative stuff and experimenting with watercolors. And I've also been making a lot of, recording a lot of them and making a lot of videos, which is also a hobby that I love to do. And I decided I was going to commit to uploading a video every Tuesday because it just seemed achievable to do it one day a week, especially when I'm back at work and stuff. But now that I'm not at work and I'm still trying to figure out which road I want to go down, I have decided to just upload more while I have the time, why not? And honestly, when I watch YouTube videos and I see somebody that I love, I just can't wait until they upload another video, or I go through some of their older stuff and I watch it, and then I realize that I've watched all of their recent stuff and even some of the stuff that's further in the past, and I can't wait for them to upload. So I thought, even though a lot of you may not be thinking that about my videos, I thought, why not just upload another video? It makes me happy and I love being able to get my content out there. And I've never wanted to do this to be super famous or anything like that. I just honestly love making videos and I love getting feedback. And if it's from one person or a million people, it doesn't really matter to me. I know I say that and you guys are probably like, oh, maybe she's lying or whatever, but honestly, this is more of a hobby than me trying to make more money or me trying to get famous. Of course it would be great, wouldn't it? Like, I'm not going to lie and be like I wouldn't love it. But it really is just, like my boyfriend has recently said, oh my god, I'm so happy that you're doing so much scrapbooking and you're doing so much video making because you're just so happy. And, every time I finish a layout or a double-page Project Life spread, I call him up or I send him a little video of my completed cruise album that I'm working at the moment. And I rush out to the kitchen and I show my mom and I get potato and food all over my layouts, which is okay because it's in Project Life pocket pages, so it just wipes off. And my mom's like, oh my god, be careful, but I'm just so excited to share it with my family, and it just brings me joy to share it with you guys as well. I guess I should start talking about this layout. As you can see, this watercolor palette that I'm using is not one of the expensive ones. It's about $13 or $15 from Big W, and I've used it for a while now and I really love it. I mean, the watercolor could be more pigmented, but I guess maybe that's with all watercolor, I'm not sure. But I wasn't really ready to dive into something expensive if I wasn't sure if I was going to love it or use it that much. And actually I've used this watercoloring palette a lot. I leave it on my desk and I just love to dig into it and play around with it. But I was wanting to get a little bit more serious about it, knowing that I had this cruise album coming up, because I wanted to maybe do some watercolored backgrounds maybe or something. And so I was YouTubing, as we all do, some watercolor beginner videos of beginner techniques and what to do and stuff. And I came across this beginner video and how to do an ocean or water picture or watercolor. I'll link it down below and you guys should really check it out because that's what inspired me for this video. And she does something very similar to what I'm working on here at the end of her video. And hers, I'll be honest, it turned out a little bit better than mine. I cannot draw and I cannot write, and I know a lot of you know Adele from Inky Quill, and she grew up practicing scripty font and all of that, and so she can write beautifully, and it's just something I can't do. I can't draw and I can't write. My sister got those genes. She's an artist and she loves art and visual arts, and she's actually a teacher teaching it and design tech at our old high school. So good on her for living out her dream. But I just didn't get those genes of being able to draw. So you'll see at the end of this video I attempt to draw some whales and stingrays and fish, but they didn't turn out perfect, which is fine. I mean, I was just happy you could tell what they were because I was worried you weren't going to be able to figure out what they were and they were just going to be some black blobs on the page. But this was actually just really nice and relaxing, and I was following along with the video and I was trying to use some of my water techniques, like trying to soak up some of the excess water And my page was bubbling a bit because I didn't have a watercolor block or anything to tape my actual picture to. That's what they did in the video. So just taping it to my A4 printer paper, which is quite thin, it did crinkle up and stuff, which made a couple of puddles of water, but I just, soaked it up with a paper towel and kept moving on. Again, I'm not a watercolor expert. I don't have all the right tools or paints or anything like that. You should really check out the other video that I'll link below that I learned all this stuff off. But I tried, and it was fun, and I'm probably going to do it again. Maybe I actually want to use this in my cruise album somehow, maybe in a 12x12, maybe I'll cut it up into 6x4s or 3x6s, or maybe I'll attempt it again on smaller cards and put it into my project life, because I think that'd be cool, maybe as like a filler card or something. But here you can just see me struggling. I couldn't get a paintbrush that was that came to a tip, because all the bristles weren't together. They were kind of flinging out. I don't really know how else to explain it. So it didn't give me a nice sharp line. It kind of gave me a couple of lines. And so I was just finding it really hard to do these small details with. And so in the end, I gave up and I used a black felt tip pen. And here I'm trying to use my makeup sponge, but it just wasn't working. So then I wait for my layout to dry, and I actually use the pen from the Smashbook books. If you get a Smashbook, you get a pen with a glue stick at the other end. And so that's just the pen I'm using here. And, it's not the best because it really does stand on, it sits on top of the watercolor. And you can tell that when you look up close. But from far away, it kind of looks alright. Like it's a really nice dark black, which is good. And it just was able to give me the details and the fine lines kind of thing that I was looking for. Now, my sister, who is an artiste, I showed this to her, and she said, I thought those whales were mermaids. And, it hurt me a little bit. I do love mermaids, but I was trying to go for whales. So if you guys ever were inspired to do something like this or play around with your watercolors, know that your marine life would probably turn out better than mine. But I still really love it. I actually can't believe I created something like this. I thought it was going to turn out way worse. And my sister actually gave me a pointer to do a series of them, so a couple of pages, and instead of doing like lines diagonally, she said to do a circle, like a swirl kind of thing off center of water and fish going around a circle, because that's actually what they do in the wild. And it sounds cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. It's a little bit ambitious. I'm not that advanced yet. Maybe my sister and me could work on doing a layout together or a watercolor together. Maybe that would be fun to film. My boyfriend also promised me that he would do a scrapbook page with me about the cruise that we went on together. And I've been begging him these past couple of days, and he's like, no, not today, no. But it's coming. I'm going to make him do it. He already said he would do it with me, and it should make for a really funny video and hopefully a really funny voiceover too. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope I inspired you to get into your watercolors. And I upload new videos every Tuesday, so I'll see you then. Bye guys.